All right, let's get right into it. I need to share something that might be a little uncomfortable to hear. It's a hard truth about what's happening right now in the Indian tech world, and honestly, most engineers just don't see it coming. It's all about how you're using AI and why, for almost everyone, it's becoming a career-ending trap. Here's the reality. 90% of Indian engineers using AI right now are not getting smarter. They are becoming more replaceable. Just let that number sink in for a second. 90%. This isn't some guess, it's what's actually happening on the ground. Look, I need you to hear this as a serious warning, coming from someone who sees this from the inside. If you're an engineer and you don't change how you're doing things, AI is not going to be the tool that boosts your career. It's going to be the tool that quietly makes your job obsolete. So what is this career trap I'm talking about? Well, it's a habit. It's something that feels really productive, something thousands of you are probably doing every single day, but it is dangerously misleading. Does this whole routine sound familiar? You hit a problem, you open up an AI tool, you type in a quick question like, write a Python script for X. A nice clean block of code pops up, you copy it, you paste it, boom, task done. Feels quick, right? Feels efficient. But let me be blunt. When you do this, you are not learning. If you are just copying AI outputs, you are not building a skill. You're just outsourcing the single most important part of your job, your ability to actually think and solve problems. And that leads to a really uncomfortable question you have to ask yourself. If literally anyone can get that same answer from an AI in 5 seconds, what's your value? Why would a company pay you a full salary to do something they can now get done for almost nothing? And please don't think for a second this is some problem for the future. This is already happening in companies right now. Managers are starting to notice who's using AI to become a better thinker and who's just using it to copy and paste. The roles are already being reevaluated. I'm actually curious. Just type yes in the comments if you've already seen this or felt this shift starting to happen in your own company or even just among your friends. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of them. Because of all this, we're about to see a huge split in the engineering world. Over the next year, you're going to see two very, very different career paths emerge. Now, here's something funny. Most people will hear this warning and they'll immediately think, oh no, that's not me. I'm using it the right way. They'll just dismiss it. It's the few people who are actually paying close attention right now who are going to win big. So these are the two groups. In group one, you've got the AI dependent. These are the engineers who use AI like a crutch. They are becoming, for lack of a better term, glorified copy-pasters. Then you have group two, the AI augmented. These are the engineers learning how to think with AI. They use it as a partner, a collaborator, to build bigger and better things. And I really can't stress this enough. The gap between these two groups is about to become a massive canyon, and it's happening fast. In the next 6 to 12 months, this is going to impact almost every single engineer in India. The choice you make today absolutely determines which group you fall into. So how do you make sure you're in the right group? Well, the solution isn't about finding a better AI tool. It's about a complete shift in your mindset. You have to stop treating AI like it's just an answer machine and start treating it like it's your personal mentor. Here's the key thing to understand. AI does not reward laziness. It is an amplifier. If your thinking is lazy, your prompts will be lazy, and the AI's output will be, well, lazy. But if your thinking is sharp, if it's strategic, AI will amplify that to a level you can't even begin to imagine. I'm about to show you a very simple change that can make all the difference. Now, again, most people are going to see this, nod their heads, and then do absolutely nothing. But a few of you will actually apply this, and you are going to see a huge difference in the quality of what you get back. Okay, so how do we actually make this shift? It all comes down to one thing, your prompt. Let's just compare the wrong way to ask AI for help with the right way. Let's just break this down. On the left, you see the average, kind of lazy prompt. Explain machine learning. What do you get? A generic textbook answer. Now look at the prompt on the right. This is strategic. You're telling it to act as a senior AI engineer. You're asking for context specific to the Indian tech market. You're asking for real-world examples. And, this is the game changer, you're asking for actionable projects you can build to put on your resume. See the difference? The bad prompt gives you information. The good prompt gives you clarity, context, real application, and actual career direction. It's not just an answer anymore, it's a personalized roadmap. So here's a super simple framework you can start using today. Before you hit enter on any prompt, just ask yourself one question. Am I just trying to get a quick answer, or am I trying to improve my own thinking? That one question will force you to change how you ask. You'll stop asking, write this code for me, and you'll start asking, guide me, step by step, so I can understand how to write this code myself. Ultimately, what this all comes down to is a choice. It's a conscious decision you have to make about how you're going to use the most powerful technology of our lifetime. And I'll leave you with one final hard truth. Most people will have watched this far. They'll agree with everything I've said, and then tomorrow morning, they will go right back to their old copy and paste habits. My question is, will you be one of the few who actually breaks that cycle? And here's the really good news. You have all the power here. This isn't some complex technical problem. It's a habit problem, and you can fix this. You can start making this change with your very next prompt, literally today. So if you are serious about your career, if you want to be in that top 10%, I want to help you out. Comment prompt below. I will personally share some really powerful prompts and resources with you that can totally change how you use AI starting right now. And finally, if this was useful to you, don't just keep it to yourself. Send this to one friend or one colleague who is using AI every single day. They need to see this. I'm going to be breaking down AI in the simplest way possible for Indian professionals, so subscribe if you want to stay ahead. The choice, as always, is yours.